Mouseguard 2nd Edition RPG with Tuxtradamus, Swargula, EricVulgaris. And I want to personally thank Kelsa Delphi for telling people about this show, because they're showing up in chat.
Heck yeah.
Now we begin with the most important part of character creation. This is going to determine a lot about your character. It's going to give you a bunch of mechanical benefits. I need to know what your cloak color is.
Gold. I already said it earlier.
Mine's like a brighter forest green. I'm not sure what that green is, but that's what it is.
All right. Cranberry, I'm curious. Why is your color gold? What part of your personality made your mentor decide on that particular color?
My mentor realized I have a really good heart. I have a heart of gold. He realizes that I might be a little bit headstrong. I might be a little bit immature. However, my heart is always in the right place.
Oh no!
And he thinks with a little bit of some. I know, and I have you as my mentor.
You're my mentor. You have to choose my color.
As mine. Oh God.
There can only be two.
No, this is perfect because like I have this idealism, and it's kind of be a episode 7 situation of Star Wars. I'm Luke Skywalker, and I have this idealism. Okay, fine.
Threw up in my mouth a little bit,
or whatever.
You're the Revan to my Malik. Let's at least do something that's good.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's KOTOR 1. That's fine.
Oh
yeah.
I don't speak Spanish.
Ubuntu. That's a Pokemon, right?
That means togetherness in Swahili.
The more you know with EricVulgaris, everybody. I should just tweet that. Ubuntu means together in Swahili.
I don't even know that.
Hashtag EricVulgaris, right?
I think it's
Tweeting
something.
it.
Oh no, you can. I didn't say that.
Vera,
Can't
I
quote
want to
me.
know.
Oh no, it means human kindness,
Okay.
humanness towards others. Okay, so I'm close.
It's also a Linux distribution. Anyway.
It sounds like in chat, Kelsa Delphi has just won a free copy of Mousekind.
Oh!
So,
Woo!
I will now going to deploy a sound from instantrapairhorn.com. I leave you. My players will not be able to hear it, but I'm sure they can guess what it is. Kelsa Delphi, everybody.
Dun, dun, dun.
Congratulations, Kelsa.
God, that thing is so loud and so awesome. Let's talk about Vera. I want to know about this forest green cloak, right?
Yeah.
What part of your personality did your mentor decide upon to give you such a cloak?
My mentor's name is Moira, by the way. I just for that, and she's very cut and dry, very literal, very straightforward. And so she taught me. We spent a lot of time out, like in the territory, like out exploring the territories, out in the wilds. And she taught me like survival and how, like different herbs and different stuff like that. And I use them for medicine and for healing. And so, since I use herbs to do my job, she gave me a cloak to match.
Excellent. And you don't start with the cloak, Flo. You ain't fly enough.
Good.
So each of you will now begin to write belief. I guess we need to come and talk about what your mission is first, right? Before you set a belief, a goal, and an instinct, you need to know what you're looking forward to. I think you can do belief and instinct without it, but you definitely need to know what the mission is to do a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Also,
that's where I'm at right
make
now.
sure you write on your sheet in the upper right-hand corner. Each of you will begin with 1 fate point and 1 persona point. We'll talk about how to use those in a minute.
Cool.
And let me pull up my mission data here.
Cool. Yeah. My belief and instinct are independent of the mission.
That's good. To an extent. Because I rock the mic like a vandal. I believe, Vera, you are the highest ranking officer here.
Aye.
All right, patrol leader Vera. You begin in Lockhaven during the spring of 1150, and Gwendolyn, of course, has her her office, where many mice have come before you to get your instructions. It smells of paper and library and everything you've come to expect about Lockhaven life. From beneath her office, you can smell the oils of the swords, the metal, the scent around you, the bees that are kept above in the apiary for honey to survive through the winter. And Gwendolyn says, Now, settle down now, Flo. I'm here to give you your instructions. You have a simple mission this spring now that the winter has thawed. I'm going to need you all to set out from Lockhaven with a bag of mail. Now, I know, Vera, you might not think this is important enough for someone of your stature. But getting the mail out after such a hard winter is going to be very important. You're going to need to deliver it to Elmos, Spruce Tuck, Door Rift, and finally Gilpledge. Now,
All right.
if you could just come over here a moment, Vera, I have something private to discuss with you. And
Of course.
this withered, I shouldn't say withered, weathered, but strong mouse moves solidly into the corner near a bookcase and puts one hand on the stones of the ancient citadel and leans heavily against it and says, Vera, now I must tell you, there's been reports of weasel activity out by Gilpledge. No matter what you do, you must make sure not to engage the weasels. We can't start another war with them. We can't afford it.
All right.
Do you understand?
Of course.
Okay, now, do any of you have questions about this mail delivery mission?
I look nervously towards Cranberry.
Well, speak up, Flo.
I just like squeak and take a step back.
If you have something to say it.
It's just a simple, just mail, no packages, nothing.
Just mail. It's very important that we keep communication between the territories. That's what keeps us together and helps keep Lockhaven.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. When will we be back? Like, how long should we expect to be on the road?
It should only be a few weeks. Just a quick jaunt around the territories, like I said. Elmos, Spruce Tuck, Dorgrift, and Gilpledge.
All towns I've never been before.
Well, I'm sure it'll be very exciting for you. It's good to have
Indeed.
mice that get out into the open world and see what we have.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing our other sides of the beautiful mouse territories. Yeah, I have no questions.
Especially in spring.
I'm just gonna mark that on the map here. This is
Oh,
the
cool.
relative
Okay.
path you'll be following. You, of course,
Rock on.
you can choose your own way to some
Mhm.
extent. And so, knowing your upcoming mission, we need to jump back to page 311. And I'm sorry, it's 312. Each of you will need to pick a belief. That's an overarching focus for your character, such as, I will build a good name for the Mouse Guard. Beliefs are important because you can use them to get experience points or what passes for them.
So
Right.
I have a belief if other people are still chewing on what they want.
Sure.
So my belief is, do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends.
Oh.
All right. So if you play to that belief or play against that belief, you can use it in various ways. Interesting. That's a good belief, I think.
Thanks. A personal hero of mine said it.
Yourself? You're your own personal hero?
No. It's part of Gandalf.
Oh, of course.
The pity of Bilbo.
I really feel like you should go back with what Austin was doing in Burning Wheel and just make all your beliefs based off of Kanye West songs.
Yeah, that's
That
pretty
was
freaking awesome.
do we have a Vera or Flo belief?
Well, mine was going to be remarkably similar to Cranberries, so I'm changing mine.
Okay.
Were you doing like what like first do no harm or something?
Kind of something like that. Like I was gonna, it was something like a calm mind is better than a sharp sword, kind of something like that. Like think before you act, kind of thing.
I don't
But
think
yeah,
that's. Is there anything wrong with having that?
there's not, but just for difference of beliefs, I was going to change it.
Okay.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. It's me basically. I'm like, oh well, yours was very similar, so I'm going to change it just for my own.
Just in case you're wondering, we
Weirdness.
literally already have Fanart on the show.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Cottontailed MVP.
Yep, MVP.
Aw,
I love
Oh my
this
God.
little medic mouse hat.
that's brilliant.
Yeah, look at the little notched ear right there. So good.
I know. I love it.
Look at that stern little mouse. He's like, yes, forward. He's looking to the sky.
That's
How do
so
you know?
sweet.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Can you restate your belief? I was so distracted by the fan art.
Oh my gosh. I think mine is going to be survival is the most important thing.
Oh man, I can't wait to test that.
Right?
Wow, it's like wow, I mean the easiest way to test that would literally be to have someone show up in front of you and just be like, is survival really all there is to life? Can't
Yes.
you just live?
Yes, get out of my way.
Enjoy culture.
Enjoy culture.
That's actually that's pretty juxtaposing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Flo, do you have a belief?
Mine is, if you look long enough, you'll find evil in every mouse.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Why do I have to teach this? Why are you my
Wow.
Is
What's
it
nice-
Is it?
I want to say that's like a really good belief too.
No, it is. No,
Yeah.
it's super good. It's just like, oh my god, you're like the worst student ever.
Yep.
It's like, I know.
Best-
I don't mean that
best
in
student,
any way
worst
wrong to you as
person.
a player or anything. Like,
Yeah, no, it's
like,
just so
like,
good.
No, it's so good that like you were going to make me feel so exhausted. Yeah, like I can totally see my character by the end of this being like, I fucking hate everyone.
Yep, we've got
I love
Kylo-
it. I love it.
Kai Flo Ren here.
Yeah.
I was
Bam.
working on that one. All right, we need a goal for each character. This goal is based on this session and the mission that you've
Yep.
been given. It is an objective you can accomplish in the future via the actions of your character.
Hold on, let me just look up some quotes from the Kevin Costner's The Postman.
It's been so long. Mine is to make the journey exciting.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Wait.
Because it's gonna be boring.
What's that? What's the last town? Gil Pledge?
Gil Pledge.
Okay. Mine's gonna be to reach the three of us reach all step foot into for the three of us to all step foot into Gil Pledge.
Reach Gil Pledge together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which insinuates that we all get there alive.
My goal is no harm come to my pupil.
Your pupil or people?
Pupil, you.
So me, okay.
And each of you has an instinct, something you do instinctively. For instance, you could say, whenever danger approaches, I draw my sword. In which case, anytime danger does approach, you automatically draw your sword. It's something that, no matter what happens, it just happens. If the effect triggers, you get it, and I can't stop you. No one man should have all that power.
I don't know if mine works.
What are you trained to do? How do you react?
We can always talk this out. Is mine.
Okay, yours is we can.
Is that fine?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if it's a snake, be like, whoa, 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 Mr. Snake, Mr. Snake.
Whoa,
hold
Mr.
on.
Snake.
You're being very
Yes.
aggressive right now.
I'm sorry, I don't respect boundaries.
That's perfect.
Let's talk about Vera or or Flo, what instincts might you have?
I get. Oh man, can I? I'm gonna adjust my belief a little bit for this to work. So my belief is going to be survival of others is the most important thing,
Survival of others.
and my instinct is going to be stand up. Like stand. Wording is so hard.
It's not like this is
stand-
a genie wish that I would immediately do.
Right. Yeah. I need a lawyer to write my instinct for me. Stand
In the
between
third
a
part,
threat.
subsection B.
If you look at the third word of instinct, what does the really mean? Stand between stand in between a threat and my fellow guard mice.
Okay.
Eric, can you please answer the chat? What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking hard cider.
Yep. Okay. Well done, Kelsa. Well done. You got it.
All right, Flo. Let's talk.
Ooh, Angry Orchard.
Mine.
Good.
All right. So mine is strange. I'm not sure how it would work instinctively, but I have to lie.
You need a situation you would lie in.
Like a bit more. To lie always. No.
I think to lie always would be good, but I think it'd be really hard to pull off because you would. Someone be like, which way is up? And you'd be like, down, right there.
Well, yeah, but that's like the role playing thing, right? Like it's the constant struggle to like.
I'm
I'm gonna
like
look.
a belief.
I'm gonna do it, Arthur. I'm gonna challenge myself to pull off this instinct in a believable fashion.
I think you can definitely narrow this down a bit more.
Yeah, like
You could.
You can. It should be phrased in something like, "I will always do X."
I always lie. It's the same
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
It's the same
all right.
sentence. Like to lie always. I always lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What is your name? Well, it's not Flo.
Well, it's not Flo.
What weapon does your mouse carry? A shield, knife, sword, staff, spear, hook and line, halberd, sling, or bow?
Here. Oh.
They give you actual mechanical benefits.
They do.
How do we?
They very
Yeah,
much do.
somewhere.
But of course, that's only up in the combat section, which is like page whatever.
You just do
I know
shield.
sword, probably sword. Sword gives me the most versatile stuff. So sword.
Conflict is on page 98.
I'm carrying an S word.
I'm gonna have bow, and then as like a flavory job kind of thing, can I say I have like a bag of medicinal herbs?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's like a small pouch that I have, like a little like string tied around my waist.
Okay. Equipment's on page 116 if you want to pick your weapon.
Oh, there's more stuff?
Hook and line.
Hook and line. Interesting.
Cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Maneuver.
Plus 1d to maneuver, whatever that means.
Yeah, maybe you can fight some
One.
crabs.
Crab people.
All right. Let's talk about persona tapping. Because each of you has a fate point and a persona point. And what does that mean? Persona represents a special reserve of inner strength your character has built up over the course of your trials in the guard. Persona points can be sent before you have roll. You can do two things. Each point can be spent to add one die to your roll, add the bonus die to your total before you roll, and then roll like normal. Alternatively, persona points can be used to tap your nature. If you spend a persona point, you may add your nature rating to an ability or a skill test. If the test is within your nature and is successful, your nature rating remains unchanged. If it's against your nature and successful, your nature is temporarily reduced by 1. If the test fails, whether it was with or against nature, nature is temporarily reduced by the margin of failure. And let's see here. What is mouse nature?
It's your actual die score.
Right, but I think mouse is like escape, run away.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
hiding,
you mean
escape.
the traits? Yeah.
Yeah. Forget
Where the
exactly where
actual
that is, but yeah, it's like mousy stuff, like running
Scavenging,
away,
it's
hiding,
scavenging.
scavenging, yeah, stuff like that.
Let's see here. I'm pretty sure I could probably just find mouse nature. Mouse nature is escaping, climbing, hiding, and foraging.
Foraging. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So if you need to do anything involving any of those 4 skills, you can tap it fairly easy. Not
Yeah, I
having
usually can
trouble.
tap things pretty easy.
Escaping, foraging, hiding. What was it? Escaping, foraging, hiding,
And climbing.
climbing.
All right.
Cool.
Let's
just
talk
writing
about what you use
down.
fate for. In every roll, every die is counted as its own result. Either a yes or a no. Yes is a success. The more successes, the better. Any die that comes up with a no result is a traitor to your cause and doesn't count towards success. Those dice are called snakes. A sword or an axe is a success. A snake is not a success. Snakes are not your friends. If you use a regular die, 1 to 3 is a snake, 4 and 5 are swords, and 6 is an axe. If you roll a die, you need to get a number of tests to pass before you are able to succeed. If you roll a 6, you can spend a fate point and re-roll any 6s repeatedly until you run out of. So, I think we're going to start the GM turn here, unless anyone has any questions or comments before we get going.
No, I'm ready.
We're good.
Okay. All right. Your journey has had you visit Elmos and Spruce Tuck. It's been fairly long and harrowing. You're heading basically to the edge of society, passing along the edge of the scent border as you go to the southernmost town of Guild Pledge. Shortly after you leave the town of Dorgrift, you find that the early spring has thawed and covered the area around you with patches of snow, pools of meltwater, and stretches of mud. This has made traveling extremely difficult, and many mice in Dorgrift complain about the nature of the roads and are asking you to do something about it. So why don't you tell me what your party looks like as you're traveling from Dorgrift to Guild Pledge?
Okay.
Who's carrying the sack of mail?
Good question.
I'll carry it.
We probably dropped some off by now, like to the other
Quite a
towns.
bit.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like I've like talked you guys into carrying it during the first 2 stretches, and then now I'm carrying it since it's the lightest section
Sure.
of the carry. Like
I
we
like
should
that, yeah.
all take turns carrying it, and then I'm like,
Okay, yeah, and then
I like that, yeah.
inadvertently took the first turn.
Uh-huh.
I love it. Yeah.
Cool.
We probably walk in. I don't know. We kind of just walk in a line together. Who would be leading it? Like who would be our? Probably Vera, right? You're our.
Yeah. I'd probably be up ahead.
Okay. All right. Who will be pathfinding for you? I mean, you've got very little road between Dorgrift and Guild Pledge. It's extremely muddy. It's difficult to find where you're going.
So before like anyone can even say something, Flo just like, I'll do it, and I like like run away because I'm bored as fuck.
Of course. I mean, I believe that's your belief, right? Oh, no,
Exactly.
that's your goal.
Your
Make
belief
sure
is that you're
that's,
bored as
This is
fuck?
my goal, to be
Yep.
not bored as fuck.
Excellent.
Belief.
So-
I am so fucking bored.
Probably not the best
Yeah,
pathfinder.
I would probably start to gesture and protest, and then but you're already gone, right? Yeah.
Okay.
I just give.
I'm like,
I
no,
Cranberry just
it'll
like
be
a
fine. I have this.
like
Let
shrug
me
kind of
do
look
it.
like.
And I like
Yeah.
walk up to the front, pull some grass out of the side of the road, and like throw it into the air. Be like, all right, now show me the path.
Okay. It sounds like Flo is going to be making the rule. Will Cranberry or Vera be aiding in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And how will you be aiding?
I would help
I'm-
with.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll just help with Pathfinder also.
Okay.
I wanted to help with instructing. Can I do that? Does that work?
Instructing would be teaching.
Yeah, and I'll be like, so remember, Vera. So we're supposed to be when you're throwing this stuff into the wind, you're supposed to spin around first, and like the kind of like reciting the manual, if you will.
Spin around
Of like
3 times and spit on your hands,
yeah,
and then throw the grass high into the air.
Okay. All right. So you're both aiding in this. Vera, I'm sorry. You said you were aiding, but you didn't say how.
Oh, with Pathfinder, basically, I'm gonna kind of doing the job for her. Like, well, I'm like leaving the group and like looking around, like, oh no, that's the actual path. So we'll eventually get there. And so I'll be like, oh, it looks like the grass is pointing that way.
yeah.
All right. So Flo, you will roll your number of dice equal to your Pathfinder skill plus 2. And you're looking to beat 6, so you need to get 4, 5, or 6 on 6 die.
Wait, so 46 greater than 6. Wait, no, greater than 4.
6. Greater than 6.
Wait, what?
Just roll.
46.
So your Pathfinder is 2?
2.
Okay,
Plus 2 is
it's
4.
basically nearly impossible for you to pass this. Go ahead and just roll 46, and we'll count the successes.
Okay. Yay!
You have 2 successes. So it does not go well. So I need everyone to mark down a failed check on the skill that you used.
Yay.
And you'll see on your character sheets next to your skill, you see a P and an F. In order to advance your skill, you need a number of passes equal to your current level and a number of fails equal to your current level minus 1. So your Pathfinder is well on the way to being leveled up, Flo. You've already got all the failures that you need.
Current level of what? My
rating. In order
current
to
rating.
In order to get Pathfinder level 3, you need 2 successes and 1 failure.
Right. Okay.
So you've already got that.
Wait, so I'm already
out of the way.
I already got level 3. Now.
Bam.
So now I'm level 3.
No, you need to get 2 successes.
You need passes. Yep.
I have 1 failure. Oh, you need passes.
You need 2 passes and 1 failure.
Yeah, so you see on your character sheet how there's PFs and a bunch of check boxes? Yeah.
I thought you needed either or, but it's both.
Yeah, no problem.
Nailed it. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Great. Failure.
So, as you're wandering about, Vera is throwing grass up in the air, and Cranberry is showing Flo how to spin correctly. Flo gets very confused and starts heading in the wrong direction, and no one notices because as you're moving along, the common landmarks, the old tree with the moss on it, the light shining through the canopy are all cut off by a series of cold spring rains that come down every few seconds. Just a huge pile and then nothing, and then another one as the beginning of a major storm begins. I'm going to need each patrol member to make a obstacle 3 health test.
Cool.
Meaning we roll a number of dice equal to the health rating.
Yes.
And it's greater than 4.
Yes.
I'm healthy as fuck.
Yeah, you're good.
Got 2 successes.
You got 3 successes.
Oh, greater than 4. Yes.
Bam.
Okay,
Nice.
everybody passed. Cool. Mark down that.
I put a space in it. No wonder it messed up. My bad.
So I like shout back and I'm like, I told you should have let me check the weather last time.
So I'm curious.
This
what
just
it all
comes
looks
upon
like
us
as
very
you're all...
randomly. They warned us about this in Lockhaven.
It's not windy, but it is very cold and very drenchy. How do you all react to this horrible weather that's suddenly been dumped upon your wet fur?
I'm more concerned about the mail, and I'm more concerned about I'm most concerned about Flo. So I'm probably just have like my hood up, and I'm like used to getting wet. As like the rain just like drops down and like just drenches me and makes my my cloak stick to my skinny frame. I gesture to the group to be like, come on, quick, let's just take shelter. You're right, like you're right. We'll talk more about this under the roots of and the dryness of this tree nearby. This birch tree, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you point to like a tree, like under a tree root or something, and I look over and agreed. Let's wait and see if this rain will pass.
So Flo very much so grabs the bag and holds it over her head as she runs under the cover of the tree.
I'm like, you're not, but it's already, the damage is done. So I'm like,
yeah.
And
Yes,
remember,
go-
you guys
under.
are mice, so these water droplets are like tiny missiles dropping on
Yeah.
top of you.
Right,
Like
yeah.
scurrying in between all of them. As I get to the tree, I told you I should have made the check to smell the weather back at Dagger Cleft.
Almas, or whatever.
Doring Gift?
Sorry,
Dagger? Dagger Biff? Whatever that place was called. Those people were really shitty.
That wasn't. Flo, we talked about this. You can't be going around calling people shitty after you get in fights with them over bar tabs.
Cider should be free in all of the mouse territories. That's what me and my parents stood for.
Free cider everywhere.
We walked from Port Sumac to Lockhaven on behalf of that. With the great warrior mouse Martin.
Maybe, but it's a different economic time than when you grew up. People need to make a living. I agree. My father was a brewer. I agree that cider should be free flowing, Flo, but
Cranberry.
right, it's just not the same time as
It's
as
so
years ago.
hard. And like Flo like plops down under her butt like on a tiny little pebble. It's like, the top 1% of mice own 50% of the wealth. Don't you understand this?
I'm like back against so like the root goes like over us and they're kind of like arguing. I'm just like in the back, like kind of like leading, like my paws like cross. I'm mostly watching Cranberry, kind of just seeing how he's handling his tender paw, just observing basically.
Yeah, I definitely just I look at how you're responding and I realize you're getting like off topic and you're kind of doing more of the there's some more like lower level kind of problems going on other than just the mail, right? and I think I probably like sit down. I was like, I think you need to keep talking. Let's talk more about this. You're right. What is really getting at you right now? And I think I want to like hear what you have to say, like your full rant.
Too many of the
you're
nuts
right. Keep going.
are stored by the upper classes, and Lockhaven is the worst of them all. This Gwendolyn sends us on her mail trip when she should be doing an equal portion of the work, but she just sits in her office all day just sending us away. She has storage filled, like warehouses filled of nuts, Cranberry, and here we are, getting my paws not so tender anymore. I have
answer me truthfully. Answer me truthfully. Have you been reading... what's the name of that town? Copper. Have you been reading Copperwood's Mail?
No.
They're independent zines.
No.
There's zines.
They have a
That
very
was-
fiercely independent culture. And,
That was from Root Wallow's mail.
Oh.
Aha.
Flo, you have to respect each other's privacy. You have such a strong head, and I worry about you. I'm not your parent here. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad, but I'm still I'm still tasked to rear you upright on this mission, and I just keep it together. Just keep it together for the remainder of this.
Oh, is she like all
Seems the
four
bigger
limbs?
problem here is that the youngin doesn't have respect for her elders.
All four of her limbs just like shoot out from the pebble. She's, and she just like falls back on the ground. Just give me
No one
my cloak
understands.
already.
You'll
I
get it
just
when you've
want my
earned it.
cloak. I'm sick of this.
Do you remember? I probably get a little serious, like more serious, and I look right at Flo, and I'm like, Do you remember the walk down the Hall of Remembrance where all the the mouse guard who went before you, how all their cloaks hang up? Do you really are you really ready to wear a cloak and know what it means and what it stands for?
I know I'm not cut out for this. Put me in an office, the fire, and all the nuts I want.
We're mouse guard. We don't get a choice
You know-
in the easy and comfortable life.
Do you know how
Gwendolyn's
Gwendolyn
mouse
got that
Which
job?
is really critical of me to say this because I realize I'm the same exact boat as you. Realize I hate this, right? But I have a sense of duty, and I have to stick up and do this. But God, it's oh my God, I spent all this time picking a job that I actually hate. And
Of course I know how Gwendolyn got this job.
Doing this exact thing.
Everyone knows what Gwen... No. Yeah.
no, come on. Guard has always been ruled by a matron since its inception back in 500 or whatever my lore mouse would actually tell me.
Yeah.
I'm 100 times better than Gwendolyn. Can't this just be over?
Eyebrows
I've-
raised
I've
She's
single-
putting me through hell on purpose. Gigasaur has got in her head. Ugh.
Have you seen the the retellings from the Weasel War? I saw Gwendolyn single-handedly slay 2 weasels. She is the most legendary mouse to live today.
By single-handedly, do you mean hold 100 other mice to go kill them?
No, as in she led the charge and killed the first 2 against the Weasel Prince
I sit up on my tiny
during
little mouse
during their
butt.
retreat of Windpick.
I sit up on my tiny little mouse butt and I just point and crack. Shenanigans.
I point back at you, and I'm actually, I more than point. I probably shove you a little bit. I'm truth. These people are heroes. These have given more than any of us, and the best and the most you can do is shut up and just deliver their mail.
I'll ask Gwendolyn.
You'll get what you want when you earn it.
When we
That is-
return, I'll
that is
ask
the-
Gwendolyn. 2 berries? I hold out my hand as if we're making a deal.
2 bear. Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't assume I'm lying. AP.
Do we need to play this out as a conflict?
Sure.
I'm curious.
Let's conflict it
Do
out.
we need to take the cards?
Yeah.
I think
Oh, snap.
I would prefer an RP conflict over a combat conflict.
Okay. All right.
No, yeah,
I
but
mean, they're
it's the same mechanics of
essentially
the
the
game.
same.
It's the same mechanics, but it's easier to
Yeah,
understand.
no, let's do a roleplay conflict. Yeah.
Okay. Who are the sides here?
We were kind of already on the end of it, though. We kind of already went through the whole conflict.
All
to
right,
be
we'll
honest.
save it for later. I'm sure Swarg will start another argument.
Yeah.
Next time one starts building, I'll make sure to jump in.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I am going to
I-
need someone to make either a resources test to get through the night or a survivalist.
Okay, I've got.
And you guys can each do that individually, or you can have one person do it and all aid them.
I think as they were finishing up their argument, I was getting ready to set up a little camp.
Okay.
So I will make that.
Are you doing it for everyone or just yourself?
I was doing it for everyone.
Okay.
Like,
And are you
I'll
doing
tell,
resources? Or
especially everyone.
It's a 2 resources or a 3 survivalist.
I'll use survivalist.
Okay.
I would probably mention something to Flo to be okay, well, no, I'm gonna help Vera set up camp. How about you check the weather to make sure we'll be okay for the night? There you go.
it's raining.
I laugh at that, as I'm getting a stick to block the entrance to the route or whatever with a big leaf.
Really?
It's
Brilliant deduction. How about 6 hours from now?
Gonna be raining again.
So you actually have an interesting thing you can do here, Swarg. You have Weather Watcher as a
Yeah.
skill, correct?
I'm aware.
All right. I'm walking you through this.
I know.
I'm also
and
walking
and
the
I'm lying to
audience.
Cranberry.
I'm walking the audience through it. You also have Weather Sense, which means you have an innate sense of the weather.
Right.
You can use your trait to help yourself by calling on it in a weather watcher roll, or you can use it against yourself to hinder your roll and gain some checks when you're back in town.
So I'll be like, fine, I'll check. And I like plop it back on my back. Like just fall off my pebble again, grab a piece of grass lazily from the side of me, like yank it up, toss it into the air, and then I definitely tank my roll.
Okay, so you're using your weather sense against you, right?
Yep.
Okay, I believe you have checks next to your your trait for that.
Used against 1. Okay.
Yep, and that will get you some checks back in town you can use to your positive benefit. Now you will roll at -1 die on weather sense.
I have trait level 1.
Okay. I'm sorry, your weather watcher.
Okay.
Your skill.
See, this is where words
I know,
are
they're
important
basically
here.
the same, and I've been a little bad on that tonight.
2d6 versus greater than 4.
And you're looking to get
0.
Oh, snap.
You got a 0. Okay. I think it's time to introduce a condition to the game. So, I think that you end up being tired. I think that's appropriate. Let me double check.
Wait, I'm tired?
Yeah.
Okay.
27.
So I'm just like too tired to do this. I just don't care. I'm just like, it's gonna be raining.
Yeah.
I'm just like a leaf in the air.
I think you spend most of the night like trying to figure it out, and then you're just like, oh, is it gonna rain or not? I don't know. Oh man.
No, I really don't think it sounds like she's really not caring.
Like it's just the journey. It's the journey.
Yeah.
in
Too
total.
tired.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like what a teenager would do, right?
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
apathetic.
Yeah, Mom, I brushed my teeth.
Right? That's exactly what it feels like, which is awesome because I am in no way like shaped or equipped to be your mentor.
Well, because you like just got out of being a tender paw yourself, didn't you?
Yeah,
exactly.
And
Like,
I have no experience to tell you. Like, I don't know. I'm figuring this shit out too, man.
So for those wondering at home, Swargula just went from healthy to tired. There are a number of conditions we can apply here. Tired gives a -1 disposition to all conflicts, which means Flo is now going to be not as great at battling. No matter what that battling takes, whether it's traveling, singing, manipulating, since that seems to be fairly common, or actually battling someone physically, Flo starts out a little weaker. I believe, Vera, you and Cranberry were working together to survive the night.
yes.
And what form of help is Cranberry offering?
I was going to offer. So we probably need like a fire going, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's cold. It's real cold, and it's still.
I was
raining.
gonna gather dry sticks to.
I feel like maybe you're rubbing your little paws together, and there's like a little mist coming out of your breath, and that nice spring chill.
Yeah, no, I wanna light a fire and tell a story.
Okay, and what skill will you be using to aid? Or
I guess
otherwise?
Scout would be.
Scout. Okay. All right.
Cool.
Let's roll it. You're looking for 3.
Okay. Do I have to?
I need 3 successes.
You're helping me, so I get an extra die.
Which so it's either you roll resources 2 or survivalist 3. And I thought Vera was making the roll, and you were aiding Vera.
Yep. Yeah. So you're giving me an extra die for helping.
Yep.
So I will be rolling. To use a
Trait.
I have to spend a persona, right?
No, you can just call on the trait once.
Yeah, you just invoke it.
Okay.
What trait do you find appropriate to the situation?
I was gonna use rational. Basically, I'm just like taking it step by step. Like, nope, this is what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Might take it a little bit longer,
see
but
that.
I'm setting up camp right.
And more importantly, I feel like maybe rational is kind of like just given your comrades' behavior. They're sitting down arguing while they're freezing, and you're like sitting back there like, okay, it's time to get warm, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I had already started setting up like during the argument, like whatever they're arguing, I'm just gonna do this.
Your
like
little mousy mouse face.
Yeah.
You know, cool.
Uh huh.
All right, let's roll it.
Okay, yep, so I'm at 5.
Oh, that's good. You have a good probability on this.
Yeah.
Boom! Nailed
Nice.
it. Mark down a success for both of you.
Whammo.
All right. In the morning, you eventually find your way to Guild Pledge.
Wait, helping gives me a success?
I believe so, yes, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, you accept the success and you eat the failures as well.
Cool.
If he had failed, you would have gotten the conditions that he would get as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you participate in both successes and failures unless you're using a wise.
Yep, awesome.
Guild Pledge is the most remote of settlements in the territories. In addition to its small native population, there's a large refugee population from Walnut Peck. They were driven out of their homes by the Winter War of the Weasels in 1149. And so as you go into Guild Pledge, it's a surrounding area is all muddy and snowy. Inside the town, it's not been cleaned very well. In Lockhaven, the area would be made fresh. All the snow would be pushed away. The mud would be, if not hardened, then at least made a path through it. And Guild Pledge is just a complete mess. You can see there are some mice when you arrive in the morning, still out and about, perhaps drinking, stumbling around. Ruffian mice, hard mice, men and women, male and female both, swaggering about with swords and axes and just generally intoxicated at any hour in the morning. And one of these mice with a dark black eye patch and a brilliant red tunic comes stumbling towards you, Vera, and says, "You there! You, please. Are you one of the guard mice, the mouse guard?"
The 3 of us are, yes.
My name is Martin. My daughter has been engaged to a politician's son from Ironwood, Rufius. I wanted to include my daughter's dowry in the... Are you listening to me, young mouse? Are you...
Yeah.
He's like looking past you. He says, "Are you listening to me?"
Yeah, yes.
You
I'm
smell the sweet reek of honeyed mead coming from his breath.
Okay.
I'm looking for someone to help me set off on a dangerous journey to Walnut Peck. I must get my daughter's family heirloom. It's a series of sticks that she puts behind her hair. Very important traditional sticks, you understand. Walnut Peck
of course.
material.
How
I
about...
assume, like any good guard mouse, you'll go
Okay.
with me towards danger for absolutely no pay.
We know Walnut Peck is beyond the scent border, right?
It's still somewhat within the scent border, but yes, it is beyond it. You can see here on the map it has been.
So
Oh,
wait,
yeah, it's
so
right there.
is it... Wait, so you just said it's somewhat
It's-
within,
so
but
remember
also
that
beyond.
the scent
So
border
what
is
is what is it?
literally involving scent. It shifts over time, right?
So it's like kind of in a gray area.
Yeah.
Like
So
It's
Arthur's
like-
telling us, no, he wants every right to fuck us over whenever he chooses. That's what he's saying right now, just like the weather thing.
I cannot
Right at the start.
confirm nor deny the presence of
Let's put it this
Walnut
way,
Peck.
Eric. You want a straight answer out of that? It is beyond the scent border. Going
Okay.
there will be a danger zone activity.
Yeah. That's what
I wanna ask this guy if Vera doesn't have any questions immediate questions. I would like to actually step up and be like, "Ho there,
I'm
fellow
sorry, who are you?" And he like turns, but he only puts like the eye patch eye towards you and is like looking with his actual eye somewhere else.
Yeah. I'm like,
Hello, my name's Martin.
Martin. My name is.
I move his hand to
Are you
over to-
remarking about a trial regarding true love?
Oh yes, my daughter and a politician's son from Ironwood. Very important, Rufius. Yes, I truly love
important-
it when my daughter marries someone with money.
Important in status does pales in comparison to true love. So does your daughter love this politician?
Oh my god! Just like saying
Say that
right
behind
back.
us.
Yeah, I know. No, like this is like something that's ideal to me.
I'm like gagging.
I'm like, whoa, hold on, a story about true love? About a marriage?
So he's willing to engage you in a argument conflict in order to resolve any queries you have over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like my idea, okay, fine. My status is I would only accept this if that girl legitimately loves this guy and they need this to get married.
Okay.
Right? But if he's trying to just like do this for some kind of weird leverage shit, get out of here. You know what I mean?
So we are right
I
at
have a soft spot for marriage. So, you know, so that's
Snap.
we're right at the midpoint. It's almost midnight. I feel like everyone should brush up on their conflict rules, especially Kelsa Delphi, who just won a copy of Mouseguard RPG. And
Here
if
at
you yourself are looking to pick it up,
APGamingREAL.
yeah, go
Yeah.
go on my Twitch page down there. Go to the Drive-Thru RPG link, and you can go find Mouseguard and download it yourself and follow along the conflict we're about to talk about. On page 98, we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back in order to talk about marriage and true love.
yeah. Woo!
And so we'll be back in 5, guys.